always is. All right, now, the Republican National Committee is in this odd sort of juxtaposition here. Wants to support all the candidates, but it's got to be understanding in the face of huge disruptions, which this would be if the #1 polling candidate is saying, no, no, no. RNC Communications Director Sean Spicer with us right now. Sean, good to see you. What do you think of all this?
Good to see you. Well, I think obviously from an RNC standpoint, we'd like to see all those candidates on stage. We've gone to great lengths to put together a phenomenal debate schedule over the course of the last several months, and it's turning out to be quite a success. And I think we've got some great candidates, including Mr. Trump. We'd like them all on the stage. But, you know, we have to respect each candidate's decision to do what's in their best interest.
Do you think it's a mistake what Donald Trump is doing?
It's not my decision to make. I think Mr. Trump and every one of those candidates has to decide how to best run their campaign and how to best interact with voters that they want to gain their support of.
Okay, so if the cameras weren't on right now, that you would concur with the statement you just made.
You know, absolutely. I mean, look, Senator Paul skipped the last debate, and he's back up on the main stage.
You're right about
at that time, some people probably questioned it, and it turned out to probably be a good move to some degree. I'd like to see them all. We're very proud of all of these candidates, and I think we've got 11 phenomenal candidates that will be on the stages tomorrow. But, you know, that's not for us to second guess. I think part of what we're seeing, Neil, not just in terms of Congress and politicians, but I think politically is they don't want the RNC or people in Washington telling them what should or shouldn't be done. They want each of these candidates to do what they want to do and run the campaign they want to run, and that's what's happening. I
see. No, I was just trying to embarrass you and entrap you, maybe risk your job on national TV. Didn't work, but
no, I appreciate that.
Anything I can do. Sean, I do want to, one thing I did notice, you and I chatted about it when we were at the FBN debate in Charleston, this sense that that night, the bromance, certainly, if there was such a thing, between Donald Trump and Ted Cruz had come off. These interviews kind of confirm that. We're going to go back onto that interview. All of a sudden, it looked like you guys had been almost like had this bromance thing going on, but not tonight.
Well, you know, I thought he was very nice, and then all of a sudden he hit me with this. I think he made a mistake.
Bromance gone? Are you two, like, do you hate each other now?
Listen, from my end, I like Donald. I'll continue to sing his praises. I am not attacking him. I'm going to defend myself.
All right, well, obviously it has escalated to the point where Ted Cruz has dared to have a one-on-one, mano-a-mano debate. Let's get it on, let's do this, just you and me. Donald Trump responds, be a waste of time. I've debated you 6 times, one every time. We might do it in Canada. You've heard all of this. I know, Sean, also you don't like the candidates to break the Reagan rule of a Republican speaking ill of another Republican, but it seems too late for that one.
Yeah, I mean, and as I've also said, that while I'd like all these candidates to be focused on talking about what they want to do and focusing their attacks on Hillary Clinton, and by the way, it now seems we might want to focus some attacks on Bernie Sanders the way he's rising in the polls. But we're 5 days out of Iowa. It's tight. There's a lot of really engaged folks here on the ground in Iowa that are paying attention, and a lot of individuals who are going to caucus for the first time. And so I think these campaigns really understand what's at stake and, you know, go at it a little. And while it may not be what I would particularly like to see, I think this is part of the process. We understand it's a contact sport. And as long as they kind of keep it within bounds, we continue to see the energy and excitement and enthusiasm on the Republican side, and ultimately I think that's what's going to propel us to victory in November.
You know, Sean, you intimated about this. It maybe isn't a given that it's Hillary Clinton's Democratic nomination, that Bernie Sanders is moving up far and fast in Iowa and New Hampshire. Are you guys prepared to recalibrate here, that the candidate you thought you'd have to face isn't the candidate you will be facing?
I think if it's Bernie Sanders, that's a disaster. I mean, that's going to be an interesting. I mean, it really is foretelling of how bad Hillary Clinton has sunk, that she is now calling for additional debates in New Hampshire because she has fallen so badly and so quickly in the polls. This was supposed to be a slam dunk for her, as we all know. She talked about a 50-state strategy, how their data operation, their ground game, they were going to run circles around these meat competitors they have. And now she's down double digits to Bernie Sanders, a 74-year-old gadfly socialist from Vermont. That says a lot about how bad her campaign has failed. And I think that there's going to be continued questions in the Democratic Party about what this means if she does eventually become the nominee. She's coming out bruised. And I think what Bernie Sanders has done at the very least is expose the fault lines that this campaign of hers has.
All right, Sean, it's always a pleasure talking. Thanks. Good luck with all of the above. Sean Spicer, the RNC Communications director